Today we got quite the fight coming your way. Worthy Captain America versus Wonder Woman. Who's coming out on top here? Well, let's find out. Born in Brooklyn, Steve was the son of a World War I veteran. He grew to be sickly, weak, and physically unimpressive. But he still persevered and tried to do the right thing, even if it meant physical harm. He tried multiple times to get into the military, because he couldn't stand others fighting while he just did nothing. Seeing his inner goodness, Dr. Abraham Erskine gave him the super soldier serum, believing that he would do the right thing and wouldn't be corrupted by it. Transformed into Captain America, Steve Rogers fights for freedom, what he believes is right. In Avengers Endgame, Captain America finally proved that he was worthy to wield Mjolnir, even though it's been said he'd been worthy since all the way back in Age of Ultron. Just didn't want to actually lift the hammer in order to spare Thor's feelings. Steve really is such a good guy. Due to the enchantments placed on the Warhammer Mjolnir, Cap was given the ability to channel the powers and abilities of Thor. His physical attributes, like his strength and durability, were enhanced to be seemingly on a par with Thor, as he's able to land some devastating blows on Thanos with a hammer. He was even able to grapple with him for a short time. He was also able to withstand Thanos' strongest attacks and punches, but he was able to get right back up only a few moments later. Captain America also gained the power to summon bolts of lightning, launch them out at opponents, use them to subdue and actually seriously injure Thanos. Captain America is also arguably the world's greatest fighter, being able to battle against and defeat people like Winter Soldier, Black Panther, and even Iron Man, as well as absolutely dominate common thugs and henchmen. He also still got his vibranium shield, which is used to block blasts from Iron Man, hits from Thor, and even attacks from Thanos, and he's incredibly skilled with it, being able to ricochet off of pretty much anything. Captain America is able to combine all these skills and abilities, his physical prowess, his fighting skill, his shield, and Mjolnir, in order to fight against Thanos and absolutely dominate him for a short time, putting a better fight against Thanos one-on-one than either Thor or Iron Man. So, as we got one corner, Steve Rogers, worthy Captain America. But, entering the ring, the other corner, Diana Prince, Wonder Woman. Princess Diana Themyscira is an Amazonian warrior princess, one of the world's first superheroes, known as Wonder Woman. Born the daughter of Zeus, Diana grew up to be a skilled warrior and traveled from Themyscira alongside Steve Trevor to fight in World War I and defeat Ares, the god of war. In the present day, she helped Batman and Superman take down the Kryptonian monster Doomsday and went on to form the Justice League alongside Batman in order to protect the Earth from future threats. Wonder Woman is superhumanly strong, being able to injure people like Ares, Steppenwolf, and Doomsday for attacks, and even stagger someone like Superman when he was resurrected. Also managed to flip an R-Heart into the air, lifted and threw a tank, and destroyed a bell tower for charge. She's also incredibly durable, being able to take attacks at people like Superman, Ares, Doomsday, and Steppenwolf. She's taken Ares' electric blast, and barely even been phased by large explosions. Finally, Wonder Woman is incredibly fast, being able to casually react to gunfire and deflect her bracelets, deflecting modern-day automatic gunfire, as well as deflecting a bullet right back into the barrel of the gun. She also blitzed countless soldiers, and even though this version of Wonder Woman can't fly, she is quite the jumper. Also quite the fighter, having been trained since a young age to become the skillful and feared warrior that she is today. She's used her skill to fight against the monster Doomsday, the god of war Ares, and the new god Steppenwolf. Also got plenty of magical gear and weapons that she can use in a fight, including the Sword of Athena, which is able to cut through Doomsday, the Lasso of Truth, which is able to restrain Doomsday, and her bracelets, which is able to deflect Doomsday's blasts. In short, a combination of her skill, physicality, and her weapons, Wonder Woman is one of the most formidable opponents in the whole DCEU. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. So Wonder Woman is part god, and the daughter of Zeus, as well as the Amazonian princess. And because of that, she's been able to battle against gods, aliens, and monsters. But today, well, she's going up against one of the greatest threats that she's ever faced. A man with the powers of a god, worthy Captain America. So, who's come out on top here? Well, let's break it down. And first things first, talk about physicality, their power, and strength. And let's start out by taking a look at Diana. Well, way back in World War I, Wonder Woman was able to flip over an Earhart into the air, which weighs around 7 tons, lift and throw a tank, so around 30 tons, and destroy a bell tower for charge. Although you could argue that it wasn't Diana's strength that knocked down that bell tower, but she simply took out the support beam and it crumbled under its own weight. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Point is, she knocked it over. Plus, there are 2 things to note here. First off, that was all the way back in World War I, where Wonder Woman was the weakest we've ever seen her, and she's gained a lot more power since then. I mean, she was even gaining more power throughout World War I, specifically in her fight against Ares. Engaging of her fight against Doomsday, she's been gaining more power ever since. And second thing we gotta remember, even if Wonder Woman might not have as many strength feats as other people in the DCEU, she's done remarkably well against these strong characters. She's charged Steppenwolf through a wall, is able to hold her own against Doomsday, and even temporarily restrain him with her lasso. Diana even managed to stagger Superman with a headbutt post-resurrection. All those people are technically stronger than her, but she's able to fight against them with her own strength. So how strong is Steve? Well, even before he wielded Mjolnir, he was strong enough to do things like hold back a helicopter, lift a massive steel beam while injured, Steve momentarily held back Thanos during Infinity War, and slightly staggered Thanos with his shield during Endgame. But then he got Mjolnir, and gained the powers of Thor. And from there, he was able to stagger and injure Thanos with throws from Mjolnir, just send him absolutely reeling. When Thor was trying to stab Thanos with Stormbreaker, Steve jumped in to help. But honestly, he really wasn't able to do too much there. However, what's so impressive about Captain America was when he knocked away Cole Obsidian with a throw from Mjolnir. In that same movie, in that same battle, Cole Obsidian is able to backhand Iron Man, have Tony at his mercy. Yet Steve is able to send him flying with 1 hit from Mjolnir. Still about durability. But when it comes to Captain America, his durability is a little bit suspect. Maybe that's the wrong way to say it. His durability just isn't consistently on the same level as Wonder Woman. That's what I meant to say. With Mjolnir, and presumably with the powers of Thor, well, he's taken some high-powered punches from Thanos, just been sent absolutely flying backwards. Even without Mjolnir, he took it from Thanos, it was launched through rock, although he did have a shield to block a lot of the initial impact from the attack. However, when Thor and Cap double-teamed Thanos was able to knock out Steve with just 1 punch. It's not really clear whether he had access to Mjolnir, the powers of Thor, at the time or not. On the other hand, Diana, well, Wonder Woman has taken punches and attacks from Ares, punches and axe swipes from Steppenwolf. She just smirked after being hit and sent flying backwards by Doomsday, and Diana was barely even phased after being hit with a headbutt post-resurrection Superman. Then, like Steve, Diana doesn't have to take every attack that comes her way. She's got her magical bracelets, her magical shield, and she can block attacks as well. I mean, that's what she primarily did during her fights against Doomsday and Steppenwolf. Use her shield to protect her from attacks instead of her pure durability. Her shield has even taken a full power punch from Superman to even dent the shield 1 bit. Her braces will also come in handy, considering that they blocked Doomsday's heat vision. And they've also blocked Ares' magical lightning before in the past. So, they'll be able to absorb Cap's lightning too. Then, finally, we're talking about speed. Well, Captain America is able to fight against Thanos at comparable speeds to the likes of Thor and Captain Marvel, but honestly, none of that is comparable to good old Wonder Woman. I mean, Diana is a casual bullet timer. Starting all the way back in World War I, she was able to block bullets, even bullets coming from multiple directions, used her shield to block a tank turret. Then in the modern day, Even while in a crouched position, she would still be able to intercept every bullet from an automatic rifle, actually see the bullets and track them as they moved. Also able to blitz opponents. Actually done this on multiple occasions. She moved so fast in her fight against Ares that it basically looked like she teleported. And then while there is the argument that Wonder Woman doesn't really use her speed while in a fight, seeing as how she's clearly faster than both Doomsday and Steppenwolf, yet didn't blitz them in their fights, that can be countered just by the mere fact that she routinely fights against superhumans. So they clearly have some level of superhuman speed as well. This is backed up by the fact that Wonder Woman has shown she's able to routinely blitz normal humans. Not just the Germans, also the robbers at the bank. So yeah, they're roughly equal when it comes to strength, but Wonder Woman is faster and she's more durable, although both can block the other's attacks with their shields. Still by their fighting skill and their other powers. Well, Wonder Woman is a real skilled fighter. As from a real young age, she was trained by her aunt to become the warrior that she is today. She was able to dominate fellow Amazonians during their training, plow through German soldiers like it was nothing, be able to battle against the god of war Ares, the Kryptonian monster Doomsday. And Wonder Woman really does have some seriously powerful weapons too. Her shield is durable enough to withstand axe strikes from Steppenwolf. It held up well against Doomsday's beam and his explosive blast. When Superman punched it with enough power to create shockwaves, send Diana flying backwards, the shield didn't even dent. Her bracelets are also able to create powerful shockwaves when she brings them together. And they're enough to knock Doomsday backwards, blast Ares away, and absolutely send Steppenwolf flying backwards. Then her lasso of truth is capable of destroying Ares' swords. It's strong enough to momentarily restrain Doomsday. Then there's the Sword of Athena, which Wonder Woman used to chop off Doomsday's hand. However, honestly, you can make a pretty solid argument that Steve is the better technical and skilled fighter than Diana. Don't get me wrong, Wonder Woman is a skilled fighter, but she also gets by from a combination of that skill alongside her physicality and her magical weapons. Just focus on her fighting skill, and Captain America might be more skilled. He's been able to take down an elevator filled with highly trained operatives, swiftly defeat multiple people and clear whole rooms, and actually routinely one-shot opponents. He's fought against multiple skilled fighters before by himself, battling War Machine and Black Panther by himself, also routinely fought powerful and skilled opponents, going up against Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Black Panther, Crossbones, and Corvus Glaive. Yeah, the fighting skill here might have to go to Cap. And then this is Cap with Mjolnir. Steve put up an incredible fight against Thanos. Better than Thor. Arguably better than Captain Marvel. The only one who definitely put up a better fight was Scarlet Witch. He seamlessly and instantly mastered using both Mjolnir and his shield in combination with each other, and even instantly figured out how to manipulate lightning. And even just Mjolnir is an incredibly powerful weapon. And despite the fact that it's the one from 2013, and we can't use any feats from Awakened Thor, it was still able to destroy the Bifrost Bridge, generate enough lightning to bring down Chitauri Leviathans, and can fly incredibly fast. Now, granted, Thor did all those things, but Captain America has the powers of Thor, so he should presumably be able to do all the same things too. So, end of the day, who's come out on top here? Well, Captain America is one of my favorite heroes of all time. So sometimes I might be a little bit biased towards him. But here, well, I think Wonder Woman is coming out on top. I mean, let's take a closer look at Captain America's fight with Thanos. Steve got out to an incredible start, and had Thanos on the ropes. But a lot of that was just because he caught Thanos off guard, and Thanos definitely wasn't expecting Steve to start wielding Mjolnir. But after Thanos recovered, well, he entirely flipped the script on Steve, knocked Mjolnir out of his hand, and broke his shield. Later on, Thanos even knocked out Cap with just one punch. Wonder Woman didn't go down in her fight with Doomsday, didn't go down in her fight with Steppenwolf, didn't even go down in her fight with Superman, and put up much longer fights against both Doomsday and Steppenwolf. So that's skill and experience, Plus, Wonder Woman has much greater speed, her ability to neutralize Steve's lightning, and her deadly sword and lasso make me give the edge to Wonder Woman here. Wonder Woman wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also be sure to like button, subscribe button, turn on notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.